So when we are set to make change, there's four evolutions that we go through. The first is truly taking in that you're broken. And this could be within your life, it could be within your family, it could be your relationships, your finances, it could be in a series of things, but you're truthful with yourself that you don't like where you are, and this is something that has to be fixed. Now, the next piece of this is the choice of how you're going to fix it. Now, if you stay exactly where you are in step one in the broken stage, right, that in itself is also a choice. We forget many times that not deciding or not choosing is a choice within itself, and that can have lasting effects on us into the future. Now, you can choose. Now, the choice goes on to what is that first step you're going to take? What is that next piece, right? So in number two, what is that choice? Where are you going to go from where you are today? And with that, you may take a step and find that it was a negative choice. It was something that went that you choose that maybe going to fight with your spouse because you think you're right is the way to go. Or you know what, instead of working out, I'm going to go out to the club and stay out all night. Or you know what, I'm going to go buy that fancy car instead of putting that money into investments. That could take you right back to the first spot that you started, into the broken spot. Or you could choose to take an action thinking and hoping that action is positive. You can find out that that action is negative. Now, mentally, that's better than never deciding, because you could choose to do something and find that action does not get you where you want, but there's a learning lesson there. And that lesson puts you in a spot to be able to go make the next choice that can hopefully course correct to get you back on track to the life that you truly desire. And lastly, is that in three, you choose an action that's positive, and that positive action starts to compound, starts to build, starts to grow, starts to manifest, starts to give you the ability to start to basically build the snowball, right? So all of the steps that you're taking compound day in and day in and day in and day in and day into the results that you want, which is the part four, are everything that you've been looking for. So if you're saying today, how can I get started? You have to be truthful. Where are you broken? What needs to be fixed? What needs to be corrected? And the choice is that I now will choose to step out from where I am, step out from that little bit of comfort that's been sticking me to where I was for all these years. And with that, what are the actions? What's that first step I'm going to take? Not the 15th, the first. That's going to push me outside of where I don't want to be. And lastly, what are the results I'm getting? Do I have to course correct, or do I pour fuel onto the fire because it's right where I want to go? That's what I have. Let's do this.